ready to answer your legal questions. And I have a legal question for you. So my kids, they go to school in these, what they call neighborhood schools, school in the middle of a neighborhood. When school lets out, I see the kids dash out through the yards in the neighborhood, driveways, sidewalks. But what happens if a kid falls and injures themselves? Is that on the homeowner? Is that on the city? Should you be concerned, especially if you live close to a school?
Well, it shouldn't be a big concern. It often goes into what we talk about: what, where, how, where they fall, how they fell. I think about calls we've gotten over the years. Hey, we were out of town. Some kids in the neighborhood came in our yard and jumped on our trampoline or swam in our pool or something like that, and they got hurt. There's levels of it's called premises liability, and who has a duty to who. Like somebody that has a business that is inviting people to come into their business, they have a higher duty to somebody getting hurt in their store. You or I as a homeowner, we aren't inviting people to come swim in our pool or, unless it's a specific party we're having. So if they're really trespassing, you really don't owe them a duty. Now, that doesn't mean somebody's not going to file a claim. Your homeowners should take care of defending you in that. It could be a bogus claim. Someone's just trying to make something out of nothing. I would turn that over to your insurance company, and they should handle that for you. But yeah, that's a valid concern. And I know what you're talking about. People get off, whether it's out of school, off the bus, whatever, and they scatter. They know the shortcuts. Jumping the fence, going behind the house. Yeah. So yeah, I would, if it pops up and becomes an issue from a claim, contact your homeowners. They're going to defend you. That's part of the policy that you pay for. But usually that's not going to arise to a claim against the homeowner.
You deal with slip and falls. You deal with car accidents. But what are some other cases that you deal with that people may not think fall under the realm of personal injury?
Yeah, I mean, I can't stress enough. Anytime somebody's hurt, literally, I was walking out of the courthouse this morning, and someone recognized me and said, "Hey, I want to call you and ask a question." I said, "Well, just ask me the question now." So I was giving some legal advice on the sidewalk here in Montgomery, but she'd been burned by a chemical burn by a product.
Oh, wow.
And so that's an injury. The product caused it, and so we need to look at what the product was, where it came from, how it got on her skin. All those things are things that we go through in our evaluation. So, a chemical burn, you wouldn't normally think about that. A elderly parent or somebody like that mistreated, or somehow some, mysterious injury in the nursing home, those are becoming more claims because the older population are going into facilities. But before we switch off that, Jasmine, earlier I was in the studio, I heard the Better Business Bureau talking about fake tickets and worrying about fake tickets. I got to jump in and say the Vance Law Firm is giving away tickets. They are not fake. They are real. For our sponsorship with Auburn, we're giving away tickets to the Georgia game.
Oh, wow.
A chance to walk on the field for the Eagle flyout. The VIP experience is also with Troy and Alabama State. So go to our social media platform, the Vance Law Firm, register to win the option for those tickets, and I promise you those are not bogus tickets. They'll get you right in the stadium.
And I think it's best advice, too. Go to real websites. Your website, Ticketmaster website.
Yep.
When you see that post on Facebook from someone you may have not been in touch with for years and says, "Hey, I have these great tickets that I'm selling for really, really cheap."
Yeah, double check. The guy said the same thing with our tickets. If somebody said, "Oh, that's too good to be true," go to the website, call our office, come by our office. He couldn't have said it better, to double check something that sounds too good to be true. Usually is, except in our case, it is true. So it's a good warning out there.
Stewart, if folks weren't able to reach you here, we had someone leave a question. How can they leave a question as well?
Yeah, thevancelawfirm.com or WSFA.com. We'll get to you on a Thursday. But getting us on the phone is as easy as dialing 3 from me, 333-3333.
Stewart, thanks so much for joining us here on Alabama Live. We truly appreciate it.